Hey. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hey. So I'm gonna do a collective reading today. It's Sunday, November 19th. So I'm gonna do a tarot reading. Probably use some oracle decks too. If you are not into tarot or oracle decks, you are free to click out of here. Okay. No forcing anybody to be here. Just want good vibes, right? So this will be a collective reading. I kind of wanted to do a collective reading for just personal, you, right? If any other energies pop out that I need to address, then cool, we'll talk about it. But I feel like personal development and personal improvement, growth, elevation, that's key to a lot of areas in everybody's life. You know, finances and career. You want to be you know, the best version of you. In your relationship, you want to be the best version of you. So kind of want to keep it personal today, what people need to know. You know, this will be titled General Collective Reading, what you need to know. I will go into other areas as I see fit. I usually like to start with general readings just to get a theme, a vibe, and then I'll go into love and relationships or finances and career. I may do both, but I don't want it to be a long ass video, but it be like that. I am recording this for YouTube, so vibe with me, guys. If you like my vibe, you can follow me. You can go look at my past videos on YouTube as well. But this will just be personal development, what you need to know, what you need to focus on or not focus on. Okay? It's a new week, new day, new everything. So this will be on that vibe, new everything. Okay? But welcome. If you are returning, if you've been here before, thank you for pulling up again. Okay? If you are new here, welcome. Returning, welcome as well. But I'm going to be using a couple oracle decks, and then I'll pull some tarot and I'll build the energy. This will just be general reading. If you want a personal reading, you can book me for that service. I am available today. If you want to book me, all of that information is on my post. I have a website where you can book different services with me, different types of readings. If you follow me on Instagram or here, you know, sometimes I post my Cash App specials where you can book a Cash App special reading. You pay Cash App, screenshot me the proof of payment, and send your questions via private message or DM on Instagram or Bigo, however you want to do it. But right now, it's just collective reading. What you need to know. I might throw in some dates and time, so we'll go from there. Hopefully everybody's having a great Sunday fun day. It's relaxing. Let's see what the vibe is. Okay, this came out first. Excuse me. The energy is gaining momentum. This is the first card that came out. So if things are speeding up, things are making progress, you see movement in whatever, you know, whatever you got going on, things are gaining momentum. Okay? As things gain momentum, try to not gain anxieties, you know, anticipation, because, you know, I feel like when things gain momentum, things speed up. So kind of keep your composure if you can, because whatever is gaining momentum, we'll see what that is in a second. Okay? Probably pull 3 cards and then I'll read the book excerpt. Okay, next card that came out, I knew it was new. I knew it was new things. It says a new start is coming. New moon. So whenever the new moon is, that could be significant. Whenever there's a waxing moon, that could be significant. Pull another card and then I'll do an overall energy. I know when new things is coming. Fresh start. It's a new week, new day, new month. It's new. This could be anything. New career, new job, new love, new mindset, acting brand new. Something get a fresh start. Something gets a clean slate. Something is, you know, starting over. Okay? Maybe you're looking for changes, but a new start is coming. So congratulations on new things. Okay? Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. So it could be some past energy that is still lingering, but overall energy is you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So June, July could be significant. Okay? So I feel like if you're getting away from old things, old people, old situations, just for you and your family, you and your children, you and your husband, you and your wife, just trying to move on past things. New starts. Could be a new home, a new car. It doesn't even matter what new. Something new is starting. And it's probably rapid. Sometimes your past can come back, right? In whatever capacity it comes back in, to keep you stuck, to keep you worried about the past, fearing the past, whatever connection to the past. Don't let your past hold you back, especially if you want new things to come. That could be stagnation for some, worrying about the past or bringing up the past. You know, just send this. So just want you guys to know that if you want to stay, you can stay. If you want to leave, you can exit quietly. Okay, I'm not bothering you, but if you want to bother me, you can go. So anywho, moving on. If there's something new happening, you know, you're probably anticipating a new change, a new start. However that new start comes, I feel like if you are anticipating something new, you can get a little apprehensive, or you know, the anxiety can come because things are happening fast. You know, sometimes you don't know what's this new opportunity or new things that's coming because it's still new. It needs to be built, right? So I feel like for some of you, if this is a new fresh start, you're able to rebuild, start over, start fresh, clean slate. Especially if it's for you and your loved one's safety, security, whatever that is. If that's a new home to be stable and safe, a new career that provides longevity. You know, if you're praying for safety, I feel like when you're praying for safety, you get signs of safety, right? I feel like if you are worried about your safety, your loved ones are safe. If you don't feel like you're safe, pray however you pray. Everybody has a million ways they do things. Do what's best for you. Pray. Pray for safety. Protect yourself. Protect whatever you have coming, because there's something new that is coming. But I feel like for some of you, this is kind of like confirmation for you to know that you and your loved ones are safe in whatever capacity. You know, financially safe, physically safe, spiritually safe. You know, sometimes you can feel like your intuition can make you feel unsure, like, you know, are you good? I feel like this is a sign to let you know you are good. If you don't feel that way, how can you physically make yourself good? In what capacity, right? But I feel like on the spiritual side, this is just confirmation that you are good, you are safe. Everything is supposed to be how it's supposed to be. However, if you feel like you need to do things to be safe or feel safe, do what you need to do. But You could be safe or going. I feel like this new start could be July or June, because this crab is going towards this new moon. This is a new moon, so I feel like new moon in Cancer could be significant. You can Google what date that is for 2023. See what date that is, if that is alignment with your timing. Otherwise, I feel June, July 2024, or new start could have happened this year. Changes comes with beginnings, new starts. So, you know, if you are worried about a new start, you're good, you're safe. Okay. So I'm going to, you know, add on what the book is saying. Okay, so the energy is gaining momentum. During the waxing moon, hope springs internal. So the springtime could be significant. Okay. This card is a very positive omen, indicating that you can create the reality you're dreaming of, though it will take some work and you're not quite there yet. This is a time of energies rising up. Emotions are building too. Where do you go from there? Do you believe that you can get there? Either you can just keep meditating and focusing on your desired outcome, or you can make the courageous commitment to take more practical steps towards your goals. Whatever you decide, you are most certainly on the right track. How do you attune to the moon? I know I'm headed in the right direction, for sure. Okay. It says additional meanings for this card. This situation is full of potential. Your dream can come true. Your more effort is yet required. Are you willing to give it? So if you have to make action steps, are you willing to do the work? Take the chances, take those steps towards that new thing. Review your goals and ensure you're still committed, and keep moving forward. So the teaching of this card is saying the waxing cycle is a period of the lunar cycle from the new moon to the full moon. So for some of you, you could be right at the middle of, you know, whatever started, like you're at the middle of being in that moment, or that significant, like after the new start, something is just gonna, things are just gonna move really quickly after that. This is about a very empowered and empowering time. This is a very promising time, and a promising card here as well. It says it's suggested that now is the time to make plans, to act on them, no matter when you actually pull the card. So timing could definitely be significant. Maybe somebody feels like they're running out of time for whatever reason, or time is getting close for this new start. So timing with this new start could make you feel a little uneasy, maybe excited, just a range of emotions. That's why I was saying, if you have like anxieties, like don't worry, everything will be fine. Just, you know, chill out a little bit. But new start is coming for the new moon. Okay. It says, this is a yes coming your way. This is one of the most auspicious cards in the deck. It's totally positive and suggests something new and exciting is developing. The situation you're asking about is blessed, and you are on the target to achieve your goals. So target, right track. So sometimes you could be like, man, is this the right time for me? It could be the right time, right place, right time. And I feel like when those two are right place, right time, it is divinely guided for you to be doing that. You know, you'll know when you'll know. Okay. It says, if you've been feeling stagnant, this card reminds you that life goes in cycles and you're moving into a new cycle now. This is a time to wipe the slate clean. That's what I said. Start over. Clean slate. If the situation you asked about has become toxic, either that will clear up or something totally new and fresh is on the way. What's up? Hey, Mafia. Yes, I am single, but I'm not on here for any love connections. I'll go into love and relationships in a little bit, but you know, I'm not here for that. So how do you attune to the moon? I'll see it when I believe it. Additional meanings for this card is saying a new start is on the way. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. And that's a perfect segue into the next card, okay? Hey, what's up, Mr. GoFundMe? What's up? Okay. So the teaching for that card is saying the new moon marks the new start of a waxing cycle. And I love the fact that both of those cards came out, the waxing moon and the new moon. So when these cards start connecting, that's perfect time to like kind of pay attention. Class is in session, okay? So the teaching. The new moon marks the start of the waxing cycle and the midpoint. Didn't I fucking say that? You probably are in the middle of it. Do I even need these cards? Do I? Let me not do that, because I like when I get confirmation on what I say before I read it. It's just like, do you need to hear it twice? If you need to hear it twice, take heed the second time, okay? It's just confirming what I just said before I start reading this book, okay? It says the midpoint of the dark moon. So could be in the middle of some type of shadow work or going through a dark time. That's fine. When you are in the middle of a dark time, do not get stuck there, because you will get stuck in that dark time, regardless if that is fears, shames, regret, shadow work, depression, whatever it is, you know, down on your luck. If you get stuck there, you will get stuck there. So if you are in the midpoint of a dark moon, keep moving forward, because you will be closer to the end of that season, just instead of just staying there, okay? So it is dark and a vile time when the moon is invisible and at a time of rebirth, okay? So Scorpio could be significant. October, November could be your time for it could be a time for, you know, changing transformations. Who sent me? I'm sent from above. God sent me. Who sent me? Who sent you? Okay. Let me get back to what I was saying. Okay. So it is a time that witches do their work. So October, Halloween could have been significant. The end of October, beginning of November could have been significant. Maybe it was a dark time for someone where they're just like, God, please make sure my kids are safe, my family is safe. I need a new start, a new something. Okay. Answered prayer. It's here. It's coming. So, you know, it says it's a time that witches do their work, making wishes and laying down intentions for the new cycle. An intensely magical time when it's easier to pierce the veil into other worlds. So I don't know if you were praying for something the end of October, beginning of November, maybe for the new year, maybe for the upcoming holidays, maybe something, making sure your kids are safe, your family's safe, everybody's safe, your loved ones, right? And then it's like this new start comes, and this is like the answer to a prayer. So whatever you were doing around that time, I feel like that is or could be an answered prayer. Okay. South Node. Says, this was the third card that came out. So don't let your past hold you back. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past. perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? What I say, don't get stuck. What the fuck? Don't get stuck. If you are stuck on the past, I know it could be hard to let go. That could be something that you need to work on, forgiving, letting go. You know, it takes time to do that. Sometimes you go backwards. That's fine. Don't be hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. If nobody else is giving you grace, it's fine. It happens. Okay? Don't be hard on yourself, because when you backslide, backtrack, go backwards, realize that and go forward, move forward in whatever capacity you need to move forward. Do not be hard on yourself, because I can see it's, you know, it's dark for somebody. And not like dark and scary. I'm saying it's dark like fuck, like tunnel vision. You have tunnel vision, or you're gaining like, okay, I need to be focused, tunnel vision. Fuck this, fuck that. If it's not about me and my loved ones, we not safe. Fuck everything, fuck it all, right? In the most respectful way. But I'm just saying, someone is just like realizing their past is holding them back and they want to let it go, but they're in the middle of going backwards from where they are to thinking about the past. Either thinking about the past or going back to the past. Whatever you're doing, if it's holding you back or keeping you stuck, now is the time for you to realize that. Even if you knew that, this is confirmation. All right, you know what you need to do. Okay? So it says, whatever you're going through or whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that a situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone you even needs to be released, and there is some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Okay, 2 cards are mentioning safety. So do what's best for you and your family's safety. Whatever that is for y'all know what that is. So just, be mindful of those things. If your past is holding you back, due to safety reasons, changes are needed. Okay. Attune to the moon. How do you attune to the moon? I release the past, whatever that is, right? Additional meanings to this card. A relationship is karmic and has played out across many timelines, many lifetimes. Your attraction to someone may be verging on the obsessive. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. The teaching, the south node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going south. On the microscopic, I don't know, it could be something small, or something being seen on a microscope could be significant. But I wanted to say the horoscope, so I don't know, something could be, maybe somebody looks in a microscope, or doctor, nurse could be significant. On the horoscope chart, or science teacher, doesn't even matter, something dealing with a microscope could be significant. On the horoscope chart, it shows us that we are likely to become obsessed with, but which will probably do us a little to no good. The south node is the karmic astrology, astrological point. I don't know why. I'm getting tongue tied, so I feel like either there could be a communication issue, or there's a communication issue during this time. So communication could be speaking, text messages, emails, phone calls, some type of either disconnect, or the communication is not good. Okay, it says the south node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us of the well-known phrase, if you always wanted to do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. So it could be some type of change that is needed to either clean up the past, cut off the past, release the past, or not focus on the past, whatever that is. So, you know, sometimes the past comes back, and that could be friends, lovers, doesn't even matter. You know, it happens in its own cycle. So I feel like if the past is holding you back, this is a time for new beginnings, changes, new connections. Okay. You know, everything is new beginnings, all of that. So let's go to the last card. It says new moon in Cancer. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe. There's a new start coming. What did I say? This card, a new start coming. All four of these cards connected. I don't know if y'all caught that. Y'all saw me shuffle live, and all these cards connected so perfectly. So this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, there's a new start coming in your private life. Something is rising up in connection with the people and places you hold dearest. This can be to do with a member of your family, a flatmate, that could be a roommate, you know, or moving house. What did I say? A new house, new moving. If you are moving or looking to move, I feel like everything will probably work out, you know, especially if you're thinking about the safety of your family. But moving could be significant. I know moving came out last night in the general reading that I did. So once that uploads, you can catch that on YouTube. Okay. So it says, if you are hoping to move forward with something special in your private life, this card comes to you as a message that you can do it. If you've been neglecting your family, it's time to reconnect with them. If you've been neglecting yourself, you need to take better care of yourself and nurture yourself. Take care of yourself came out last night as well as a closure message. So if this is part 2 to, you know, part 3 to last night, take what resonates. Those 2 videos is part 1 and part 2. Those are uploaded to my YouTube. Okay. But it says nurture yourself more. If your insecurity is holding you back, that's something for you to work on now. Doing so could bring your heart's desire. So how do you attune to the moon? Make sure you put your family first. Okay, your family. If you are the only family, you are the only family. If you got children, your children. If you have children and a spouse, or children and a partner, that's your family. If you are, you know, mom, dad, brother, sister, that's your family. Grandma, you know how you extend your family. As it extends, whoever you consider family, that's your family. Okay. If you say you don't fuck with your family, okay, you don't fuck with your family. But if you do fuck with your family, your friends that are family, whatever it is, you know, those people. Okay. It says additional meanings to this card. Let someone get a bit closer to you. A new cycle is starting for you, for your child or your children. So if you're dealing with children, right? If you are a parent and your child is acting weird in a good way, okay? And when I say acting weird, they're going through a shift, they're going through a change, they're going through a transformation too. Sometimes it's not all about you. You have to deal with other people going through their own changes, right? And development. So new attitudes, better attitudes, you know, maybe this new start is them being better or acting better, or trying to figure out like themselves, because they're changing on the inside and they're trying to, you know, figure out who they are becoming. So if that could be a new start, a new fresh start for your children, you know, you got to give them grace too, because they're learning, they're growing as well. So it's a new cycle for them. So support them during this change as you need to, because it could be difficult for them. Okay. So it says it's time to review your goals. Have they changed? If anything changed, you know, reassess. Do what you need to do to obtain those goals, plan for those goals, and take actions towards those. If anything changed, that's fine. Things change. New things happen all the time. You might want to do something and figure out you don't have that much passion for it. So maybe you try something else. So review your goals. I know it's time, like it's like the end of the year. So if you're dealing with performance reviews, looking at your goals, or thinking about goals for the new month, new week, new year, look at those goals, right? Are they attainable? Is it something you need to do, or does it affect or connect with other people, other things? You know, and do what you need to do to keep the ball rolling, right? It says meditation will help you banish your insecurities. Spending time near water will bring you peace and answers. So a cleanse could be significant. Taking, a swim, ocean, lake, creek, pool, jacuzzi, whatever you do, the water could be significant. The teaching, the new moon in Cancer can be a super emotional time. The moon is all about emotions, and Cancer is a water sign and is also very emotional. Saying that the moon is very happy. It's funny because when I was meditating before this, I was saying, man, it's crazy how my moon is Cancer. And I was like, maybe that's a heightened time for me. And it's funny how it's mentioning exactly what I was thinking and meditating on before I did this reading. So a new moon, or if you have a moon in Cancer like I do, you know, trust your intuition when it comes to certain things. But that's really interesting because I was literally like, oh, just randomly thinking about, you know, my sun sign, moon sign, and I was just thinking like, oh, okay, yeah, that explains a lot. But then I'm reading this, it's just like, wow, okay, so this must be a specific timing for a lot of people, right? So it says, saying that the moon is very happy in the sign of Cancer is one of the 2 home signs along with Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Taurus, or the timing for that could be significant. So that could be April or May, and June, July could be significant. Okay. It says, so whenever you pull it, the card suggests that whatever happens next will be in your favor. It's especially positive for family members. So it could be a lot going on with your family. In a good way. Maybe you guys are starting fresh, starting over, starting a clean slate, you know, not letting your hold. So I don't know, somebody could have a hold on someone, or releasing a hold, or there could be a hold on something, or a pause, or a break, or a freeze, or whatever that is. But I feel like if you're dealing with family and you're starting over fresh, this could be not letting your past hold you back. You know, sometimes when you're healing from past wounds and that forgiveness have to kick in, I know it can be a challenge, you know, to really let go of the past and not focus on it, because it's a part of your memories, it's a part of things. But if it's dealing with family, it's kind of like, don't let that past situation hold you back from this new start. That new start could be new relationships, new connections, new fun times, new memories, right? If you still focus on the past memories, how do you make time to make new ones for some of you? So it could be a fast, rapid change within a family dynamic. This can also be a new start. Maybe, you know, thinking about starting a family. Okay. I'll wrap that up. Okay, I'll probably pull 2 and an overall from this deck, because this one, I think this one covers, it covers relationships, prosperity message, protection message, and an overall message. But of course, I will do my intuitive interpretations before I read the book, okay? But hopefully that first part resonated. If it didn't, you know, that's fine. It may be for somebody else. Okay. But I feel like that's good. It kind of gives a breath of fresh air to know that something new is happening or starting, right? Don't have to worry that, you know, when is this gonna it's coming. That new start is coming, whatever that new start is. You know, people wake up every day and want to change and do better, right? That's a new start. You're not, you know, doing what you used to do or not on what you was on yesterday. But if the past comes back, then you deal with it accordingly. For some of you, it'll be a release, it'll be a cut, it'll be a walk away, or fix what you need to fix. Okay. So let me see what comes out. I'm using my Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So I'll pull a couple cards. This card is just staring at me. This giveaway. I should do a giveaway soon, like a free reading. I did a giveaway for my Instagram followers that purchased a reading this year for a 1 hour reading. So if you purchase a reading from me and you have proof of purchase, DM me that for a chance to win a 1 hour reading. And I will be doing those 1 hour readings the week of the 27th. So if you have proof of purchase, you can join that giveaway. Okay. Not sure how many I'm gonna give away yet, but we'll see. Okay, let's see. Okay, these 3 cards, I'll take them and I'll do an overall. Okay. Overall energy is come to the edge. Ooh, this reminds me of the Fool card. This reminds me of taking a leap of faith. Going to the edge, you know. Maybe somebody is tiptoeing around the edge. But a change in the wind. Orphaned. And time to go. All of those cards came out at the same time. Okay. 12 could be significant. 5 can be significant. 45 or 36 can be significant. December 5th, May 12th could be significant. April 5th, March 6th, September may be significant. March may be significant. Okay, a change in the wind. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could be significant. When I think of wind, I think of air, so air signs could be significant. There could be a change. I know the other card was talking about south, so if you are in the south, that could be significant, but north and south direction could be significant. So it could be a change in direction. Maybe you were trying to go one way and now you're going a whole different way. Changing your thoughts, changing communication could be significant. If you are heading south or in the south, could be significant. But orphaned. Of course, you know, orphan could be abandonment or feeling alone or a time to be alone. You know, this could be how you feel or how someone else feels. Maybe somebody feels abandoned, you know, that you left them. Maybe you took a trip or something and someone feels, you know, left out, or there's distance in between a connection and someone feels orphaned or, you know, disregarded or left out in the cold, right? if you were an orphan or foster care system, or, you know, in between homes, that could be significant. But time to go. So I don't know, someone's feeling like it's time to make a move, or you're being, you know how you just know, like, this is not where I'm supposed to be, I need to leave, or you just, you know, you're waiting for a sign to leave. This may or may not be your sign to leave, but I'm just trying to give like an example of when you like, yeah, it's time for me to go. It's kind of like that feeling, like, you know, when it's time to go, you're probably going to leave or walk away from a situation, or be in that energy of knowing like, yeah, it's time to go. Wherever you're headed, there's another door, an opportunity that could be down, you know, as you keep going towards your destination. Okay. A change in the wind. Okay. It says, a sense that unseen change has been initiated, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground, feeling a shift, uncertainty about which direction the winds will blow. The oracle message is saying it's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes, yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. So I feel like this is a continuation to the other, you know, being stuck, being stagnant, not moving, you know, getting stuck in whatever, you know, whatever you're going through. So now is a time of transformation. Yeah, Scorpio, October, November could be significant. So you could be going through a huge transformation before the new year. Congratulations, right? That could bring a lot of things, right? So let's see what it says. Now is the time for transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay on the course and remember. Okay, I was going to say remind yourself. So I don't know, it could be something that you have a reminder or setting a reminder for. So if you have like a reminder for a specific time or a date, or there's a reminder, or this is a reminder, just stay on the path that you're supposed to be on. Or maybe setting reminders. So maybe a notification reminder could be significant. Okay, it says stay on the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soul for better things ahead. So I feel like earth, air, and water could be significant. So earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That timing could be significant. Okay, so the winter going into the spring, the fall going into the spring, like this time up until like what, March, April. I know everybody has, you know, their specific seasons, but this could be the season for this change, this transformation. So now going into the new year. Okay, this song is closer, so maybe something's getting close. Okay. Okay, life is about to get interesting. It's funny because when I posted a story, and I was gonna put 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, March. Things are about to get interesting. Shit is crazy. So take what resonates. Oh, thank you, Tim. Hey, what's up, Pink Love Chips? What's up? Take what resonates, because life is going to get interesting. I feel like once things start shifting for the better, life always get interesting, because you're just like, wow, I prayed for this, it came, or this happened and it came. So life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. Sometimes people want to know everything, but sometimes just being, you know, surprised can be fun too, right? You know something is coming, but you don't know what it is, but you're just anticipating something great, and it's just better than what you anticipated. So, you know, so relationship message. It says, Relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other, and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to truly be happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So new again. Told you, new stuff is happening. I just knew it. Sometimes you can feel when new things are happening, right? Prosperity message. As you endeavor to create a prosperous life, you may encounter unexpected reversals that cause you to shift directions. This is a good thing, so there is nothing to fear. Perhaps an opportunity you sought went to someone else. Perhaps you pursued something that you suddenly realize is not in your highest good. You might not be 100% clear on where you need to go, but you are certain that things are not going as planned. Circumstances are not in your control right now. Wait it out. All will be well, even better. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Okay? Actually, trust. So trust the process. Something better always comes. Okay, protection message. The protection message for this card, it says, there are conditions brewing in your life you have no control over. Don't fight them. Change is inevitable and it's for the best. I literally text somebody that. I think that is like perfect confirmation that I was right for that person's situation. So take what resonates. Sometimes we do not like changes. We like what we like and we don't like things to be interrupted, but sometimes change is needed and it's always for the better. You don't recognize what it is until you have to recognize it. It be like that sometimes, but if it's for the best, trust the process. If it's for a better reason, trust the process. It says even if the storm blows away, the structures you think you built your dreams on, all will turn out as it should. You will have a renewed clarity and strength to do something even better. Spirit is your ally. So, doesn't matter what spiritual religion, you are. I feel like everybody has their own spirituality connection, right? Doesn't even matter if you're Christian, if you're Muslim, Jewish, whatever, hugging a tree. I don't, do what you do, right? But spirit is your ally. When I'm saying that is connect to whoever you pray to and trust that they will see you through. Okay? Praying to Jesus, pray to Jesus. Jesus will see you through. Whoever you pray to, spirit is your ally. So I feel like it's more spiritual versus the things you see in front of your eyes. So pray, meditate, connect, trust the process. Because if you don't know where you're headed and you believe in a higher power or God or whatever, pray that they put you where you need to be. And sure enough, you will be directed where you need to be. Okay? Sometimes, like, even, y'all know this little thing that be on top of the barns when the wind and it changes direction. Who's controlling the wind? Whoever's controlling the wind is controlling, the direction. So if this decides to, get stuck because it needs to be oiled, I don't know, this could be like an iron thing, right? And it gets stuck and it doesn't move, the wind is still going to blow, right? But when it is free and it's trusting, like, okay, wherever it takes me, it just spins until the wind slows down and it's heading and pointing in a certain direction. Maybe a compass, maybe GPS, maybe your GPS can be taking you down detours, right? Or maybe there's an actual detour in life that takes you down another path. You'll get to your destination however you need to get there. So directions, maybe significant reading a map, trying to figure out, you know, what direction you're headed could be significant. Trust the process. Trust the process. January 2nd could be significant. Okay. Orphaned. It says a sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. So uncertainty about your place, that could be a home, that could be just a place in general where you fit in. So a lot of these cards was about moving and homes. So this could be an actual home or feeling like, where is my home? Where do I belong? You know, especially if you feel like you are orphaned or you have this story of being orphaned or feeling like one. Okay. It's giving me like the Annie, you know, the orphan. You know, a lot of movies back in the days was all about kids in orphanages. Like, who was really giving their kids up? No offense to anybody who had to do what they had to do. This is not me bashing anyone. It's just, I don't hear about orphanages as much as seeing them in movies. So this could just be a feeling, or if you were really abandoned or orphaned, this could be, you know, those feelings resurfacing. And like I said, a disclaimer, I don't want to be disrespectful to anyone who had to, you know, put their children up for adoption or anything, but this is the card that came out, so I'm gonna address the card that comes out without, you know, trying to be disrespectful to anybody's situation. But me as a mother of two, I couldn't imagine, you know, giving my children up to an orphanage. But I know everybody's situation is different and things happen, and, you know, they have or had places for that. So if you went through that and you're going through the motions of that, love yourself a little bit more, because you probably feel like no one loves you. Love yourself. There's a lot of people that overcome those energies of being alone, feeling left out, feeling abandoned. You know, sometimes you have to recreate your safety to feel safe and feel secure, and recreate those things so that your mind is not making you feel, or your emotions are not making you feel no one loves you. Because that it said, what did it say, release the past, that other card that came out. If that is a past energy that's keep attaching to yourself, and, you know, you feel like, well, I'm alone, no one loves me, I'm by myself, no one got me. If you get stuck in that energy, I mean, you can transmute it into, I got myself, I can, you know, accomplish things without needing a group of people. But if you get stuck in this energy, this person is kind of like a woe is me, right? So take what resonates there. But this card is saying, we were all meant to have connections with other people within our family, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it is important to recognize when being a part of rather than separate from is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. So if you feel like you lonely or have to be alone or a loner, or you do things because you don't fit in with the group, fit in with the crowd, there's other people that feel the same way, and that's probably your community, right? Not everybody fits in with other cliques and other groups, and that's fine. If you don't and you are set apart, you're set apart for a reason. So that's fine. That's fine to be set apart. You know, it's okay to travel a journey alone. You know, you good. If your journey is to be alone for a season or a period of time, and you're separated for whatever reason, or you don't fit with anybody, maybe you and your friends are not connecting anymore, you and family is not connecting right now, and there's a shift in that, and somebody's feeling like, shit, I don't belong with this family or these friend group, and I'm gonna see where I really belong. Maybe new start will be new friend group, right? Maybe you don't talk to these family, but you start connecting with another family member and you realize you guys have a lot in common. It could just be you changing, you shifting, trying to figure out where you fit in. Maybe you're learning what you really like to do, right? Learning yourself, like, do I really like golfing? Nah, I don't like the golf crew anymore. I'm gonna go play basketball. Like, I don't know, something's changing, right? But relationship, it says, as you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support that may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get to that intimate place of safety and belonging. So yeah, safety, security, home, like, I don't know, it's some void is about to be filled. Okay, so whatever void you have and you're discovering what needs to be filled in that void, please make sure it's healthy and it's good for you, because you're going to always be searching, right? Something to fill a void. So I feel like fill it up from yourself first before you start going to different things, thinking like, okay, well, I'm going to chill with the short hair bob group, and then you realize you really like long hair, and then you go with the long hair, but then you're like, okay, well, I really like curly hair. So it's kind of like, before you start bouncing around, get to know yourself, learn your love language, learn your likes and your dislikes, right? Because then when you know what you like, it's going to be hard for you to feel some type of way if things change and people change, because it's not always about you. Maybe your friend group are not on what you on anymore, and you feel abandoned because now all your friends grown and evolved in other ways, and that is just not the growth and evolution that you took. So abandonment can go both ways. So learn what you like, and then you'll find the people that you're supposed to be with, connected to. And sometimes when you separate, people learn and grow on their own, right? And then y'all reconnect. So however it goes, right now it could be just a time for you to be by yourself, or focus on better quality of what you like, what you don't like, friends, family, etc. Okay. It says, take heart as spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are, without sacrifice. So if you have to feel like you have to sacrifice yourself to fit in, take what resonates. But it says, for those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. So you're able to be your true self, right? Sometimes people who try to fit in, they really don't fit in because they're not being themselves or being someone else. So with this new group of friends, you're able to be yourself. You're able to be authentically you, and they're going to love you for that. The person that you're probably dating or will be dating, they're going to love every quirk about you because that's your person. You'll fit in perfectly with this. Sometimes in life you go through auditions of friends and people you like, and you realize like, nah, we don't really get along. We really don't have much in common after spending this much time together. This is really not the friend group for me because we have different morals and values, and you find yourself shifting, or you feel like you're pushed to move because you're starting to recognize, nah, this don't feel like this is me, right? So if you are going through that transition for everything new friends, new lover, new job, everything, just trust the process. Okay. It says, take heart, as spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice and agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. So I don't know. Selling yourself short could be significant. Selling out could be significant. You know, value, self-worth, price, money. You know, sometimes that is attached to financial, right? So maybe go where people recognize your worth. That could be love and relationships, finances and career. If you know you deserve X amount of dollars, go where they will pay you that, because you know your worth, you know yourself. So if you are being moved to move accordingly. Prosperity message. This card reminds you that you can't be all things to all people. You are not going to be popular with everyone, and that has to be okay with you. Be clear about your mission, your brand, your work persona, and your contribution to the world, as they must be based on what you authentically have to offer, not something you think will sell or perceive they may want. You will attract abundance by being completely yourself. Stay in your own lane. That's where you will shine and you will experience prosperity. Okay, so if you have a niche, you have something that is your thing, stay committed to that, you know. Everything will align. I feel like that is a tie to passions, hobbies, loving what you do. So that could be work related. Prosperity message could be anything financial, tangible as well. Work, career, finances. So, you know, doing what you love, creating something and doing that with wholehearted passion could be significant. So the protection message for this orphan card is saying, the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel the need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants you to love, let it. So you could be feeling abandoned, and that could be something that you do to other people. You don't want people, you don't want to let people in. I love the fact that on camera, this is all lit up, but when I see it, it is dark gray and gloomy. So this card is actually full of grays except for the banner. So it could be a gray time, a dark time. So as you know, work on yourself, I feel like little by little you'll be able to allow others in. But yeah, I feel like that is internal, like working on yourself. Changes. 5 could be significant. May, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months. Maybe going through this time, you know, could have been long change. Maybe it changed you. Maybe you realize some things from your past and it's changing you for the better, or it probably got you stuck in your feelings for a little bit, and that's fine. You'll come out of it if you want to come out of it, you know. I feel like that's a choice. Sometimes it's hard to come out of it alone. If you need help, need assistance, you know, get the assistance that you need, because this could be old wounds that are just hard to heal from. But you got this. Okay, time to go. Even when I'm with my boo, you know, I'm crazy over you. I don't know, time to go. Somebody could be having to make a decision, walk away from something. Could be a third party situation. It could be past interfering with your current situation, or the current situation interfering with the future situation. Doesn't even matter, but time to go. Okay, it says endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn or experience. Okay, it says you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. That's exactly what I said earlier, like in the middle of, you know, something ending and right before the beginning, like in the middle, but kind of stuck and stagnant. But I feel like this person kind of is what I was envisioning, like somebody right in the middle where the ending is right there. So you almost there. Okay, it says, this is a moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you learned. It's time to move on to new experience and a new way of being. I said it was going to be a lot of new. So everything brand new, acting new, new, whatever. A lot of new things. That could be mindset changes, work changes, just feeling new, acting new. So there's nothing left for you to do or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So relationship message. Thank you. Go with the flow. Okay. It says it's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. That doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak of a breakup, drifting apart, or an end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember the saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So if you're walking away from something and it's just like you don't want to walk away from it, I get it. But sometimes you have to walk away for you to change, for you to transform, not only you but the other person. And if they transform the way they need to transform and they want to be back with you, they will come back and y'all work things out. If it is the end and no take backs, it should be easy to walk away. Why wait? You should be running to the new door. You should be running to the new opportunity. However, sometimes this time to go could be a moment thing. It could be a small separation or a permanent one. What it is for you and your person, only you guys know. You guys know if it's worth working out, or if you are at the end of the end and there's nothing that can be reconciled. That's between you and your person. Okay. Prosperity message. This message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign, but there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is time to work towards something new. This card also pertains to the same neutral concepts of completion. You finish your task and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than you can imagine. You have done all that you can. Now trust that spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another opens. So don't look at these endings as end all be all. Something new comes, right? That new could be anything, an actual new person, situation, thing, or a renewed, right? Because sometimes people renew, contracts renew, people's mindsets renew, where hey, let's try this again, let's give you a better opportunity within the same. But if you feel like no, start fresh, go for it. Take that leap of faith, because I feel like this is going to the edge and ready to fall, and just know that you're either going to fly or land on your feet. Okay. Protection message. Even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't. You're in a situation that will resurface again later. Because situations, people do come back. That's why the past always come back, to remind you of something or show you something, or come back for you to return to a moment that either is unfinished, or to close a chapter, or make sure someone knows this is done. You know, sometimes people need closure. You may not need closure, but sometimes people, situations, and things need closure to wrap that up and seal that and move on and never touch it again, right? So just be mindful. If somebody resurfaces, they could be new, they could be acting brand new, or they could want something new, start over. So, you know, be mindful of that. It happens. It says, so consider this a break rather than an ending. So if you know you're going to go back to, if it's a person or a situation, take your time, take a rest. And, you know, when you guys reconnect, y'all reconnect. But if this is a break, what you do on your break, you rest, you go eat, you go do whatever you do for that little break. Focus on that. Focus on you. This is time for you to focus on you. Okay? Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to the fact. Your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have to be the map of your destiny. Didn't I say a map is significant? So I don't know. Maybe somebody's looking at their birth chart, looking at a map, looking at GPS, looking at a destination, or maybe they're looking at their a year map, right? Okay, well, in a year I expect to do this, in 10 years I expect to do that. There's some type of map. Okay, it says the soul, it says your small self has doubts, but that is natural, as it doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does. Spirit loves you, trust that. So it could be some deep intuition for some of you that you're probably like, man, I feel this in my soul, I need to do this. Or this card, I don't know, I have the soul's journey cards, but you know, it could be your intuition or your soul shakes, or you get some type of synchronicity or something that tells you, like, at the core of you, like, yeah, this is it or this is not it. So take heed to that, because sometimes people's gifts awaken when they need to awaken. That's why sometimes you can go to a hood party and your intuition is telling you to leave, and 2 minutes later it gets shot up. You know, unfortunate example to use, but it happens like that. Your intuition kicks in, right? You could have really strong intuition where you just know things, but I feel like this soul, you probably feel something that shakes you to the core, like, yeah, it's time for me to move. I don't feel comfortable here. This is fucking up my comfort zone, or I don't feel safe, I don't feel stable. Like, your soul is telling you, like, okay, let's pay attention to this. Come to the edge. I try to give examples of people's intuition so they can start trusting it. You know, because sometimes you can be like, oh, I'm looking for a sign, but your body told you. your body gave you a sign, right? That's why when you know yourself, you know when something feels off. You know when something, you know, you just know. So you got to learn how to trust your intuition, especially when it's dealing with timing. Sometimes people don't know that it could be a time for you to just chill and rest. During that chill and rest period, maybe that's your preparation time to start figuring things out. That's why I like to separate certain things so that I can kind of give examples for different categories. Because, you know, somebody could be jobless, looking for a job, at a job, trying to figure out how to incorporate their business. You know, we in the midst of leaving a job to focus 100% on their business, or, you know, or they're single, they're dating, like different categories to let you know that sometimes timing, if time is not moving, or if it's moving slow, patience, chill, relax, focus, refocus. Like your seasons kind of tell you what you're preparing for or what time you're on. And right now you could just be on the time of cutting things off that doesn't go with you into the next year. We're at the end of the year, resolution time, figuring out what the next fiscal year is. Like, a lot of things is shifting, a lot of things are ending. Friendships, romances, or new beginnings, like old stuff. Let's focus on this, fix this before we go into the next year. So I feel like if that's what it is, January, February could be significant. I feel like this is like the Fool card. This is like Aquarius energy. So we'll go into that. So come to the edge. It says courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. Okay. Says facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated. To feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith, spirit is present. So let go of fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul and not your head. So your thoughts could be you could be all in your thoughts, overthinking. Your head could be telling you things, thoughts, fearful thoughts, doubts, self-doubts. What are you telling yourself? What are you talking to yourself about? What ifs, the most negative what ifs you could be thinking about could be stopping you from taking a leap of faith, right? It says, listen to your heart and soul and not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. So a relationship message. Doesn't matter if you're single, dating, in between relationships, figuring it out, engaged, married, separated, about to be divorced. It doesn't even matter. Take or resonates, okay? It says, it's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not a time for to play it safe. Safety is like strong here. So maybe you guys are restructuring a lot of things. Like maybe you're looking at stuff that is stable and committed. Now you're looking at things from do I feel safe here? Does this relationship feel safe and stable? Doesn't matter what type of relationship, friends, family, lovers, right? You're with your children, with yourself, you're looking at stability, emotional stability, spiritual stability, right? If you with somebody and your spirit is like all like all messed up and you just something about them is just, I don't know, and then you realize like, oh shit, that's what it is about them, your body's gonna tell you, your soul is gonna shake up when something doesn't feel right. It's kind of like, it is what it is, right? Or something doesn't click, the chemistry is not there, or you can feel when there's an elephant in the room and there's something that needs to be addressed. Those conversations come up and you have those conversations with your partner, your friend, your family, or whatever. So it's kind of like you are being in tune with yourself, trusting your intuition, knowing when it's time to take charge, step away, take a break. It says it's important that you speak up, voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not a time to play it safe, but take a leap of faith. You will be glad that you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step towards the gods, and they will deliver what you truly desire. So maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody's praying for better connections, better relationships. Maybe you have been friendless, loverless to yourself, and you just like, God, please send me my people, send me my person, send me my friends, my true, that could be myself, be authentically me, and they'll accept me for whatever. So if that's the prayers that you have, I feel like as long as you step towards that, have those conversations that you need to have. Sometimes people don't have those type of conversations when they first meet somebody, and that's fine. You decide what to open up to, because you could have some trust issues due to abandonment. Maybe you don't want to open up so quickly to people because you don't know if they're gonna leave and you just, it's kind of that type of energy too. So I would definitely say trust your intuition when it comes to connections and love and relationships, platonic, romantic, right? Sorry. Piece of hair. Okay. So prosperity message for come to the edge. If there was ever a time for you to take a leap of faith into the unknown, it is now. This is the perfect moment to take a big risk. The unknown is the only choice now. And if you come to the edge, you will discover treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Allow your courage to lead you in spite of your fears. You don't need to know the exact form of what you're going for. The essence is much more powerful. And Spirit has a way of delivering an even better version of prosperity than you could imagine. Take the step. The results will be amazing. I feel like sometimes when people ask me like career and business, like, will my business be successful if they never start their business, right? And sometimes you take that leap of faith to start a business, or you take a leap of faith to start a new career. Sometimes you don't know until you jump off that edge if it'll be successful. You can plan for a successful year and then people lose their job and you don't have no business. It happens, big companies, they go through their highs and lows. Like, you take risks, you gamble, right? You invest. Sometimes that investment may return nothing. And that could be with relationships. You could be at a job for 10 years and they don't recognize you. And you feel like, I wasted 10 years and they didn't even, sometimes it happens like that. So it's kind of like, if you ready to bet and gamble, if you are a gambler and you ready to take a bet on yourself, it's kind of that time, right? Taking a risk on yourself. Sometimes you might say, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to just go all in and do it. And it works out completely better than you can ever imagine, right? You probably don't even, I'm sure if somebody had like a very successful story of how they started to where they are now, and they're looking back like, oh, I never could imagine I would be making my first $1 million selling this or doing that. Sometimes you don't know until you take that leap of faith how things were going to work out or are going to work out. And I feel like, trusting the process. It will be good times. It'll be slow times. It'll be time for you to reassess, look at your goals. Even in a relationship, you can be in a relationship for 5 years and there's no sign of commitment beyond what it is. And you could be like, okay, so what are we doing? Are we building a family? Or is this how far we're going to go? And if you want something more and somebody doesn't want more, what you gonna do? You gonna stay and not get more? Or you gonna say, all right, well, this was cool. We did what we had to do, but I have other plans for the other half of my life, and it was good while it was good. And you take that leap of faith to something else. It happens. So take it how it resonates. It's all general. I just feel like if it's time for you to move on and you feel like, yeah, this is the best time, you got to trust the process. Okay. The last message here is protection message. Fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is the time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Same with this orphan card. So I feel like you are set apart, left alone for a reason. Whatever that reason is, whatever you had to wait for, it was worth the wait. She said, I will wait for you. Okay? If the world was ending, I will wait for you. So I don't know, maybe you had to wait to the last minute, or maybe at the last minute everything works out, and it usually does, right? Sometimes you take a leap of faith and you're just like, okay, when is this happening? And then right at the last minute everything goes according to plan. Okay, it says You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. False evidence appearing real. That's fear. Broken down. It's hovering over you. The more you dwell on fear, the more real it will become. Ask yourself, who in me is afraid? Love that part of you. Ask, is this true and real right now? The answer, the most likely, is no. Give yourself a hug. And I said that earlier. Give yourself a hug. It's okay to be scared. Courage must be summoned. And in spite of your fear, even when you're not feeling confident, spirit will always catch you. I think that was beautiful. Okay, so I feel like that's the safety. I feel like the safetiness of it is probably the abandonment or being left alone from friends, lovers, or whatever. You're fine. Sometimes you have to start a journey alone and start fresh and start rebuilding by yourself, and that's fine, because when you do that, you have a clear sight, you have a clear idea of where you're headed, everything else will align accordingly. New friends, new lovers, new jobs, everything new. Okay, so where should I go now? I feel like it touched on a lot of things. General, I can go into love and relationships, finances and career. See where I can go into. But I think that was nice. That was beautiful. So I feel like, you have some type of idea of the transformations, the changes that may be coming, and I feel like it's hidden everything. So that's good. Come and rescue me. Take me out the club. Take me out the trap. Somebody want to be rescued. Take me off the market. Take me off the map. What do you say? Map? Where you headed? Where you going? Somebody probably is ready to lock down. Take me out the club. Take me out the trap. It's a wrap. We'll go into love and relationships.
Tell me what to do. All I know is hit the ball, see what damage I can do. I give you the world, but there's other planets too. Where I need someone to be patient with me, someone to get money when I take it from me. Look, they don't even need to be as famous as me. I don't think I meet them at the places I be, but deep down I think about you.
Yeah, what I say, there's connection issues. My Wi-Fi, well, this is going in and out. There's some type of connection issue for sure. I feel like somebody wants to be rescued. Somebody wants to be saved. Somebody's ready to be locked down. Somebody's trying to hit the group chat and tell them it's a wrap. Like, I'm locked down. I got a man. I got a girl now. Somebody's over. Take me off the map. Yeah. Maybe somebody's destination is headed toward love and relationships. You single, coming out of a relationship, working things out, take what resonates. We'll go into love and relationships. Okay. I'm going to be using these decks. I will have timestamps. If you guys came into the live late, that's fine. You come in when you need to come in. If love and relationships is what you want to focus on, you have to start that right now. Otherwise, I will have timestamps when I post this video on YouTube. We went into general, what you need to know, use a few oracles, but now I'm into love and relationships. Okay, single, dating, figuring it out, in love, figuring out if you in love, whatever, take what resonates. Okay, disclaimer, do not text nobody, call anybody saying Jazz said we getting back together. I did not say that. Okay, that's if y'all trying to get back together, but do not put me in any of those conversations, because you're gonna be lying. Okay, love and relationship. Okay, get courage and dare. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. So someone could be starting a new relationship, or maybe, get encouraged or inspired to show love. This could be acts of love, pulling up on them. I feel like this is like a Romeo and Juliet pulling up on you. Come outside, come to the window, look at the window. Somebody is on the edge, like somebody's probably taking a leap of faith when it comes to a connection or a relationship. Sometimes you have to be fearless when it comes to relationships, because sometimes relationships test your vulnerability, right? If you are scared of love, then maybe I was gonna say you're not ready for love, but you could be scared and ready for love, unsure of what the future will hold with you, and the person is new, is fresh. Maybe they give you butterflies in your chest. You can get butterflies in your stomach, but you can get butterflies in your chest. And if it is a medical condition, go to the doctor for that. But if it's like, oh my goodness, they just make my heart race, and just something about them, if that is your intuition to not be afraid and go forward. Okay, feel like it always have to be a mutual feeling. If somebody tells you no, then you got to respect that. But I just feel like when it's something new and fresh, of course you're going to be afraid. Maybe you are apprehensive of going towards someone, and something just pushes you to go talk to that person. Say something. You don't know if you don't ask, right? Okay, marriage of convenience. It says, when there is marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. So for some of you, maybe marriage could be significant. Maybe working towards a marriage or working on your marriage. Maybe seeing the love is kind of, an area that needs to be focused on. Either you're going to rekindle that love, or you're going to realize like, hey, what we doing? Are we getting a divorce, or are we just going to stay married and not be in love? So this card can mean a lot of things, but I feel like if you guys have an open marriage, maybe your person is figuring out like, hey, we don't love each other, but we gonna stay married, and you can date other people, but I gotta meet this person. So if you guys have an open marriage or polygamous marriage, I feel like that's a thing now, or being more light is being shed more on that now. So whatever marriage of convenience you and your person has, or conversation you and your person has, that's between y'all. But if there's love that is not there anymore, maybe the marriage is connected through other means. It could be financial, it could be stability, it could be just to save face because you don't want to get a divorce, whatever that is, right? It's a marriage of convenience. Okay, let's see. But if there's a marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. So maybe focusing on your love, maybe focusing on bringing back the love with your person. Maybe you guys are going out on dates and y'all don't look like you married, and somebody comes up and talk to your person, and they gotta say, oh, I'm married, or I don't know, something regarding your marriage. And marriage could be common law, does not always have to be legal. If you feel like this is your husband, if you feel like that is your wife, you call each other wifey, hubby, y'all play like y'all married, whatever y'all do, if y'all are really married, marriage. Okay, take what resonates. I want to know why my Wi-Fi is acting weird now, but the connection is weird. But I'm on the Wi-Fi of my phone, but could be because my son is gaming, and I don't know, you could be dealing with a gamer, but are they playing games, whatever it is, but I need my music. Okay, but true love feelings. Okay, it says, when you truly love a person, the emotions you feel towards him or her is immeasurable. So you could be feeling love with someone, or wanting to bring back those loving feelings. You know, you probably can't explain how you feel, or, you know, words can't amount to how you feel. You know, I feel like if it's one-sided, where you love someone and someone doesn't love you anymore, I can't lose when I'm with you. So I don't know. Somebody could be expressing how they feel. Nobody like you. So somebody could be expressing some true love feelings, how they feel. Expressing could be through music. It could be through a lot of things. These two cards came out. It says start a new relationship. Okay. When someone leaves, it's because someone else is about to arrive. So new relationship, that could be platonic, like new friends, but this is love and relationship. So new relationship, if you are ready for something new, start a new relationship. If you are ready to start fresh with your person, your current relationship, do what y'all need to do to bring it back to a fresh, clean slate. Okay, I do believe in reconciliation. You can heal things, you can move on, you can forgive, you can forget, you can do all those things, but I feel like it has to be a mutual thing in order for it to be what it needs to be, right? You could want something new and the other person is done, like they tapped out, they don't want to rekindle. You can't hold them hostage. Let them go, and you give everything you was going to give to them, to yourself first, of course, but someone new may come in where you can give exactly what you want to give to your relationship. Because I don't feel like, you know, you're gonna change or let love change who you are if you don't get that reciprocated. At some point you're gonna know that you will love again, new love will come, and if it's a new time for a new relationship, hey, take that courage, take that leap of faith, and know that it'll work out how it needs to work out. If it starts to be a marriage or a relationship of convenience where the love is dwindling, then hey, either you gonna let it fizzle out and move on, or you're gonna rekindle that flame. So that's up to you and your person. So engagement and wedding came out, but it came out in reverse. So maybe there could be a stop, a pause, a break on an engagement, or maybe somebody's contemplating. Maybe they're contemplating how marriage will be. Maybe they're just like, man, we not even in love anymore, and she talking about marriage. Or we not even in love anymore, and I got this ring, and I don't even know if I want to marry this person anymore. So bring the love back if you want to be with that person. If you having a change of heart, maybe that's a conversation you and your person need to have. Maybe the true love feelings are still there, but maybe you're not in love anymore. You could love somebody and not be in love. You can be in love with someone and things be different. So I feel like getting that back for somebody. If you want to be with them, if they want to be with you, try to get that back. Otherwise, go y'all separate ways. Nobody's holding you hostage unless you are married and there's legalities and you need to go get a divorce and all that stuff. But engagement and marriage is in reverse. It says, don't marry the person you can live with. Okay, let me start that over. It says, you don't marry the person you can live with. You marry the person you can't live without. So this is in reverse. So maybe somebody is trying to figure out maybe a living situation. Maybe you guys haven't lived together. Maybe you're deciding if you should live together before or at what's going to happen after the marriage. Getting to know them. Okay. Okay, when I pick this up, these two cards are, I'll see what this card is, but it says someone craving for you, and then overall it says be patient and noble. Relationships are always perfect in our minds, but in the real world, true love requires patience and inner strength. So makes me think of Leo. A lot of courage and facing fear. So Leo could be significant. That could be timing as well, July, August, or dealing with somebody that's very confident could be significant. But someone craving for you, it says there's nothing more beautiful on earth than a pure love, and there's nothing so blightening as lust. So somebody could be craving for you. You could be in a relationship or 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and someone wants you in a lustful way. I mean, or your person could be lusting for you. Like they could be still sexually attracted to you, but they don't fuck with you. they don't love you no more, but they still sexually attracted to you. Or, you know, bringing back the spice in the relationship. Maybe y'all gotta do things to bring back that passion, right? Whatever y'all do. Maybe y'all play I don't know, some role playing is, you know, y'all thing, or I don't know, but somebody's contemplating something. Somebody could be thinking. Okay. But new relationship, that could be new person, new connection. But do what's best for you. And do what's best for y'all. If you are single, do what's best for you. If you're in a relationship, do what's best for y'all. I love when we make love like that. So yeah, there's definitely sexual attraction. Maybe the marriage of convenience is just sexy time, you know, retreat and honeymoon. So I feel like honeymoon can be marriage, engagement, you know, taking a trip with your person, vacation, y'all figuring things out. It could be the honeymoon stage. It could be the beginning of a start of a new relationship where everything is good, everything's sweet, everything's, you know, is good, right? Retreat, maybe you and your person need to spend time together, just y'all. You know, maybe you guys need to disconnect from everything that has nothing to do with y'all and take a trip, you know, get things back. But it says it's time to disconnect from the world and enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So the holidays could be significant. Shifts could have happened during the holidays. I feel like if this is like an engagement or a wedding, you know, marriage, maybe y'all create some type of routine of, you know, maybe your honeymoon, whatever you do for your honeymoon, maybe that is how you guys reconnect. Like the anniversary of your honeymoon or your wedding, y'all really reconnect, retreat, disconnect from everything and focus on y'all relationship. Figure out where you guys are, where you're headed, where you want to be. You know, you gotta figure out how you're gonna keep your relationship together. At some point, you just don't be like a robot in a relationship day in, day out. You have to keep the relationship going. If something is lacking, what happened. Figure out how to make it better, how to make it work. I feel like not everybody is the committed type to keep on working on things, and you'll recognize that when they want to, you know, do whatever they want to do. But a commitment could be anything. It could be an actual marriage, long-term relationship, or really trying to figure out, like, are you headed towards marriage or headed towards a solid commitment with somebody? I do feel like if it leads to marriage, y'all still have to take y'all time to date. Y'all still have to keep the passion together. Y'all still have to communicate. You still need to make time for yourself, but also with your person. And keep it fun and keep the passion. Keep craving that person. I feel like once the passion is gone, you might start craving something else, or somebody else gonna be craving you, and that attention is gonna make you think otherwise, where, I mean, you might start a new relationship. He said creeping on the low, smoking on the low, scheming on the low. So take what resonates. And this is not to judge anybody. It happens. Y'all see people interfere relationships all the time. That is a choice. Choices come with consequences. That is, you do what's best for you, you know. Because I do feel like open relationship, I don't know, this seems like an open relationship to me, where somebody's just like, fuck it, let's talk about this. How we doing this? You can't date nobody unless I meet them. Or are we going to involve somebody else in our relationship because somebody's starting something new? Or somebody's like, yeah, this ain't it for me. Like, let's look at our commitment to each other. So it could be a lot of conversations. Maybe you could be getting to know someone and they're expressing something that you're not with, and you leave because there's somebody else craving for you, or somebody's craving something. So if you're craving some excitement in your relationship and your person is with it, do what y'all need to do. Keep an open mind. Yeah, open mind. What y'all doing? Keep an open mind. It says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So I don't know, somebody is trying to introduce you into a lifestyle that they're into, and you may or may not, you know, fuck with it. But keep an open mind. But keep an open mind saying that your relationship might not mirror your usual types of people that you date. That is just keep an open mind. You know, you might be used to certain type of look, certain type of career, certain type of aesthetics of a person, and somebody comes totally opposite of that, and you guys hit it off, and you're just like, whoa, this is not what I usually date, this is not what I usually go for, but I'm feeling this person and I'm open to dating, right? So this could be open to dating somebody with children, someone that takes care of other people. This could be a younger sibling. Excuse me, 1 second. I want to turn you on. Okay. So this could be someone who is just totally different from what you're used to, right? And I feel like keeping an open mind allows you experiencing other things that you're normally not used to experiencing, and that can help you decide if you like that or not. You know, sometimes you don't know if you want to be a step parent until you date somebody with kids, right? You don't know how that would change your life, incorporating another child in your life, incorporating, maybe keep an open mind to someone who doesn't want kids right now, but you do, right? And you're just like, fuck it, I can sacrifice and hold off a little bit, dating somebody. It's like keep an open mind to whatever that is. I'll use these cards to go a little deeper. Okay. But thank you guys for coming in here. I'm doing love and relationships general. Thank you, D Dot. Thank you. So take it how it is. You know, you could be single right now, dating, figuring things out. You know what you want. You know where you trying to be in the next year. You could be just trying to figure things out, not trying to take things serious, and then next year you could be like, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. I want something solid. I want something long term. And then you want something long term and say, you know what, I think I like my freedom. Like, what you want is what you want, and maybe keep an open mind to something, or someone keep an open mind. Maybe they're flexible, or they see that they're not flexible with that, and they're just like, fuck it, let's go our separate ways because I want something else. But you tried it, you kept an open mind, and you took that as an experience. You know, keep an open mind to people's changes, people's growth. Can you feel it, babe? Okay. What's up, Javon? What's up? Okay, let's see what else comes out. Okay. Open love to yourself. It says, it is safe for you to let your heart be seen. Don't be scared. So I feel like safety, like I kept saying, safety, emotional safety. Maybe somebody doesn't feel emotional safe, past, current, or worried about the future. If somebody's gonna love them and really nurture their emotions and their love, and be able to reciprocate that in a manner that makes them feel so safe and secure. Safety and security in your love life is a beautiful thing when you can get to that place where you are emotionally secure, right? Sometimes that takes growth on your own behalf, but then sometimes you meet someone that proves that they can keep your emotions safe. Sometimes you might meet somebody that don't know how to nurture your emotions, and they end up hurting you or breaking your heart, and it happens, you know. I think that gives people experiences to know what hurts, what feels good, right? Sometimes you could start a new relationship and you've never had your heart broken. So if this person comes along and break your heart, you don't know how fragile your emotions can be if that happens, you know, until it happens. Or it will never happen because you just meet great people that know how to make you feel safe and secure in your love, in your emotions, right? So open yourself up to love. Somebody could be opening their self up to love as well, to know how to nurture, cater, support you in everything. Maybe your past didn't do, and now it's okay for you to feel safe. Maybe letting your guards down, or being cautious when you let them down because you're unsure if this person is going to, you know, make you feel unsafe. Maybe you go in a little scared or fearful. Don't be, because then you're anticipating the worst. But if your intuition is telling you something, you have to trust your intuition. But open yourself up to love. Be open for those new experiences. Okay? It's safe for you to let your heart be seen. Don't be scared. So from the other cards that I pulled, the abandonment issues, the orphan, all of that, if you are not trying to open up because you are trying to stop people from hurting you and then abandoning you, then I feel like open yourself up to love. Hey, yes, designer babe. Yes, I'm available for one-on-one readings if you guys want to book me for that. All of that is on my post, but right now I'm just doing collective readings. But yes, I am available today. Okay. So, what is this? 2 cards came out. Past lives and unrequited feelings came out in reverse. So it says past lives. you have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. Now, depending on what you believe, if you believe in past lives or not, past life could be you 5 years ago, right? That's a total new person. That's a past, that ain't you no more. That you totally different from 5 years ago, unless you're not, right? But this is somebody that you probably have a past connection with. If the past pops up, then you might have to ask, the questions you need to ask if you are not in a position to, entertain that. Okay? Unrequited feelings is in reverse. Unrequited feelings is when I like you, but you don't like me, or you like me and I don't like you back. That's unrequited feelings. Okay? This is in reverse. So maybe right now it's mutual feelings. Maybe things change, but unrequited love, it could be interesting when you're dealing with that. Maybe the love is no longer there with them, but it's there with you, and y'all trying to figure it out, right? It could be like pulling teeth, right? It says there is not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way. This is in reverse. So maybe you guys are learning what you need to learn with or without them. Maybe they realize, like, fuck, I was one-sided in the past, but let me come back and see if they open to love again. The past comes back, you not open to love because you're still healing that, then you're going to tell them no. If you are open to let them spin the block, you're going to say yes. It is what it is. So that's up to you and them. I'm not persuading you guys to do anything. I want to say, do not call them, text them, and say, Jazz told me you coming back. No. The person who will come back will come back. It might be a couple of them, because sometimes they all come back at once, and then you try to decide who you want to talk to. So be mindful of that as well. Whoever comes back, they come back. If they don't, they don't. You move on. New love is in 2024. Okay? See what else comes out. Oh, shit. Deepening. Let go of the need to control and have faith. Okay? Overall energy is stay optimistic. This came out in reverse. So, you could be in this energy of pessimistic thoughts. And that's fine. You're going to get out of it. You're going to get out of it. Okay? That could be the uncertainty, the stagnation, getting stuck right before new things start. And that's fine. You're going to get out of your way, because if you want love, if you want a new career, if you want things to change, you got to make the change. You got to take the leap of faith towards change. So eventually you get where you get back on track. Okay? But you got to have the faith. The angels are working behind the scenes to make this relationship flourish. So if you are praying for something, trust the process. Okay? Trust the process. You got to have faith. Even, in any situation, you have faith starting a new relationship, because, it's new, it's fresh. You don't know until you know. You take a risk in dating someone, hoping that it'll last forever, and then it may or may not, right? You have faith. You have faith in y'all connection. You have faith that things will get better. Or you learn to have faith. Or maybe this person is testing your faith, testing your patience. Okay? Maybe they are making you learn about faith. Okay? But deepening, it says a relationship will finally deepen within the next few months. You have been waiting for this. So you could be waiting. This could be a waiting period. Timing could be significant for you just to chill right now. Just to chill right now could just be focusing on you and just trust the process. Continue to pray. Continue to work on your relationship. Continue to date. Continue to, just have an open mind to things. It could be challenging going deeper than the surface. Sometimes it's kind of like, when I was in college and I was learning about communication, it always makes me think of the social penetration theory, where you peel back the layers, right? is surface level, but then when you get deeper, you peel back a little layer, you get to know them deeper, deeper, deeper. So deepening could be that. Maybe you are starting fresh with someone and going to the layers of them that you didn't explore yet. You know, is people are deeper than what's your favorite color, right? Maybe getting to know them on a deeper level. A deeper level this time could be significant. Somebody has control issues. Maybe they want to control the situation or want to have more control for stability reasons. Maybe they need control or to feel like things are under control, to feel safe and secure. So it's saying to let go of the need to control. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Sometimes you have to go with the flow and trust the process. I know it sucks to do those things because everybody wants structure. Everything wants things the way they want them, in the specific order, the specific everything. But sometimes you're dealing with other people and they might not like that control, and they may not like those rules, and they may not like certain things, where you just gonna have to let them grow how they grow and everything flow how it needs to flow for the better of y'all. But stay optimistic. This came out in reverse, and it says positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. Because this is reverse, I feel like this have faith is just like your sign to stay optimistic. You probably are just like, man, I'm not gonna find the right person, or why every relationship I get this, that, you know, the what ifs, you know, not really focusing on the good experiences that you've had that brought you to a deeper understanding of your love language, what you like, what you don't like, what you're open to, what you don't want to be open to. So it's kind of like, stay optimistic. Things will get better. You know, sometimes we have these moments of being single, for us to realize, what do we really want, and stand on that. You know, you could be single and start dating and know you want commitment, and you meet somebody that just wants to date around. They're not looking for commitments. They want a casual date. They don't want an exclusive date. You kind of have to figure out what you are into and get to know somebody else on a deeper level, so you can know if you guys are on the same path, if you are headed in the same direction. If you're not, then shit, the wind will blow them out of your direction and keep them moving where you start moving on your path, and somebody else is going to come through. And that new love comes, you connect with them or not, they move out the way. So it happens. Just have the faith, open yourself to love. When you're ready to, you may not be ready for that. But yeah. So if you wonder if I hate you, I do. So I don't know if somebody's hating you, hating on you, whatever. Okay. I don't know. Could have been a conversation that ended with fuck yous. I mean, I don't know. Can you come back from that? What would make you come back from that? Apology? Facing your emotional outburst? I don't know. People can come from that, but I mean, if it's unrequited and you don't fuck with them no more, and you have to let them know, like, man, I don't fuck with you, that could be significant. But deepening came out again. Oh shit, soulmate. Okay, deepening. So this came out again. So somebody could be going deep with someone, or going deeper within themselves. So it's, again, it says a relationship will finally deepen in the next few months. You've been waiting for this. So things could be getting serious. Okay, so if things starting to get serious, maybe your conversations are changing, right? Y'all connection is changing. Y'all opening up to each other. You know, things go a little deeper. Maybe you need to go a little deeper. How deep can you go? How deep do you want to go? But soulmate, It says, yes, this person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. Now, everybody has their own ideas with soulmates. My take on soulmates, that could be your soulmate for right now, for back then. It may be a soulmate that is coming, right? So, I feel like with soulmates, your soul feels good, right? It could even be a toxic soulmate. It doesn't even matter. But at one point, your soul felt like this person is home, right? This person feels good. This person feels like we're meant to be, right? Doesn't matter if it was temporary or whatever. You know, significant people in your life that feels like they are meant to be there, regardless of how long they are there. But if this is someone you feel is your soulmate, and this is somebody that is currently there with you now, then hey, that's a blessing. If you feel like the person from your past was your soulmate and they spin the block, and that's for them and you to work things out, to go deeper and both recognize that y'all should be, focusing on y'all connection, do what y'all need to do. Otherwise, if you say none of that resonates, somebody else is coming. You get a new soulmate. We have multiple soulmates in a lifetime. That's why you have multiple relationships, multiple friend groups, multiple connections at work. Soulmates. Does not always have to be romantic, right? It just feels good, like, wow, I feel like I've known you before. You feel familiar. Something about you. We connect. We click, even if you click for a moment, but there's the deeper you go, you realize something, if it's a toxic soulmate, they trigger you to heal something, but if you feel like this is your soulmate, or you feel like, a person is your soulmate and your connection is sacred, take care of those connections. Those are blessings, right? Not many people deepen connections with people on a soul level, right? You could be surface level and don't go deep where you guys connect at the core, right? So this could be soul connections. This could be soul ties, good or bad. Take it how you want to take it. But I don't want nobody texting anybody saying, Jazz said you're my soulmate and we are meant to be. You probably was just meant to be for that week, that month, that year. Don't lie to them. Okay. See where else I want to go. But let me wrap this up. Look, I'm moving these cards and this card came out again. Moving. This came out last night. So change of residence, moving in with your partner. So moving could be significant. I'm going to do closures and I'm going to wrap this up. I'll come back later for finances and career. But I feel like I've been on here long and I need to go do some errands and take care of my life. Let me go to the grocery store. Oh, okay. Do you still feel my presence? So somebody still wants a connection or still connected to you, or wants to know if you still feel them. So I don't know. They could be here physically or transitions, but that card came out last night. Do you still feel my presence? So maybe somebody is not trying to leave, not trying to detach, still want to be connected. So if they text you every so often to stay connected, that could be who it is. If you feel someone there and there's nobody there, maybe somebody is, asking, do you feel their presence? Let's see what else comes out. Okay. It says, it's okay if I seem far away. I think this came out last night too. So there could be distance between you and someone, but they still want to have that connection. So it could be long distance. Their presence can linger. Maybe their energy can linger where you feel like they're still there, still with you. This came out last night again. Who's in here from last night? Because these cards are coming coming out again. It says, it makes me happy to see you heal. So someone could be watching you heal, or they like the fact that you healed and you're different. So if this is somebody that comes back around and knew you from back then, and you are totally different now, and they're like, wow, you changed. I'm so glad you went through that healing process, or you know, I'm so glad that you no longer are dealing with whatever. I'm happy to see you heal. It makes me happy to see you heal. You know, someone could be happy about that. Yeah, same cards coming out from last night, and I'm sure somebody is in here from last night, because same exact cards. Already 4 cards, same cards that came out. It says the scents and blinking lights are me. So somebody could be trying to get your attention. Maybe you're smelling things. Maybe somebody's cologne pops in your nose. Maybe you smell some type of fragrance, perfume. Blinking lights, and that could be flashing lights. That could be your power going in and out, lights flickering. Blinking lights. Okay. Somebody said, I wasn't thinking. So I don't know about that. I feel like if you're not thinking, then what are you doing? I wasn't thinking. So what I'm getting from this card, maybe somebody wasn't thinking of the ramifications of something or an action, right? They wasn't thinking that far ahead. If it was something that hurt you, or something that they put you through, maybe they wasn't thinking about the consequences. We'll give them grace and say, okay, you wasn't thinking, but you better think twice. Again. We'll be nice. But I wasn't thinking. I mean, if they wasn't thinking that time, the next time, if you forgive this person or they get a second chance, make sure that's not their excuse all the time. Because if you're not thinking, you have no brain and you're not intelligent enough to think next time. So do you want to deal with that? That's probably something you need to think about. Maybe you're not thinking. Maybe you're not thinking about anything. You're just going with the flow. That's fine, but you still need to think how you're going to go with the flow. What does that even look like? Okay, so using your brain, but thinking could be there or not there. Maybe somebody's not thinking clearly. Okay, these 2 cards came out at the same time. It says these 2 cards came out. Y'all see me shuffling this. These 2 cards came out last night again. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. So there could have been something where they needed to trust you, believe what you said, believe what you did, and maybe they didn't believe you at that time, and they're apologizing for it right now because they see that you were telling the truth, or everything you said was true. Maybe they didn't believe in you. Maybe they didn't, you know, for whatever reason. But I watch you with your family. So this could be someone that is physically here or has transitioned. But somebody is watching you with your family. Maybe they have a strong tie to your family, or this is a family member, or this person knew your family or have a connection with your family. Or maybe your family still has a connection with them and they're keeping them updated with, you know, yeah, they're good, you know, and they're telling them things about you, and they're just like, wow, you know, I'm happy to see that they're healed, you know, and now they're going through their moment of getting closure for themselves. Because closure can go both ways. You can get closure and somebody else can get closure. Or doors will close where other doors open, right? Closure can be a lot of things. Okay, let's see what else. This came out again. Should I even shuffle these? Because it's kind of interesting. The same cards come out and I'm shuffling. But you will get through this. So whatever it is, someone's rooting for you to get through it. Close out cycles. You know where you need to go. It's just little butterfly. You know where you need to go. You know where you headed. Okay, soulmate just joined, so your soulmate is coming. What's up? Your soulmate is coming. Or you realize the person that you with is a soulmate, regardless of what capacity that is. You know, sometimes your soulmates help you throughout specific times in your life, and you guys separate, and they serve their purpose, you know. But you will get through this. Sometimes soulmates come to show you how love's supposed to feel, and you get a little taste of that, so you know what you deserve. This card came out. It says, I didn't know how to comfort you. Please look at the reading that I posted yesterday with the closure messages. This is crazy. Who is in here from last night? But this person didn't know how to comfort you, your emotions, probably to make you safe. You know, comfort is a safety, a stability. You know, it's you know, how you are comfortable. That could be financially, that could be stability wise, mentally, emotionally, in whatever area. They probably didn't know how to handle what you needed, what you wanted, what you desired. And that's okay, because people still have to learn and grow. You have to give them grace. Sometimes people don't know how to cater to your love languages, what you need, what you require, and that's okay. You can't really hold them too much at fault, you know, unless they really know what they're doing intentionally. But this person seems like they don't think too much. They don't think of consequences. They don't think of how you feel. They probably don't even think to care about that, and that's fine. It's fine. Right? If you know how to recuperate from that, you'll be fine. You'll get through it. But if you don't know how, you're going to be placing your emotions, your comfort level in the hands of other people, where they're bound to drop the ball, right? So that's fine. They don't know how to comfort you. Maybe they learned something, and if they come back around, they know how to comfort you this next time. Otherwise, this new person come, maybe you need to lay that on the table and let them know, like, hey, this is my love language. You know, we can learn as we go, but I'm gonna need you to comfort me in this area. And if that's too deep for them, then hey, you already know it's gonna be choppy waters ahead, especially if they're not ready for that or they're not looking to do that. So it's kind of being a little smarter, because I feel like you're definitely smart. You can't be here if you're this long if you're not smart enough to understand what's going on, right? You are smart to know what you want and what you do not want. And if it's something that you just like, yeah, this is not it, that's kind of where you draw the line and you close that chapter. If you are still on the fence and you're still undecisive, sometimes life will push you to make a decision to say, hey, it's time to go. It's time to wrap this up. It's time to focus on this. It's the time to go a little bit deeper to see, hey, where do we stand? Where do you stand? Doesn't even matter if you're single, dating, doesn't even matter. Sometimes you do those relationship check-ins, like, are we good? You know, do we need to talk about anything? Especially when you know your person to the core, where you know, like, something's up, right? You do those check-ins and talk to them. And if you don't know how to comfort your person and you want to be with that person, you're going to ask them, like, what do you need? Like, how do I comfort you? And, you know, they could just be like, I just need a hug. And that could be what they need. And that's the perfect way. And maybe you're not a hugger and they like hugs, and you learn how to comfort them. And that's something that you learn, you know, about yourself. And they learn about that, and you guys see that, hey, I'm keeping an open mind. I'm just not a physical touch type of person, but hey, I love you. Let me hug you, because that's how you need to be comforted. You might have to get out of your comfort zone in a relationship to, you know, give them what they need, but also they probably have to get out their comfort zone to give you what you need to reciprocate that as well. So, you know, if that's something that you're learning and you're closing a chapter with that piece, and you've learned, like, hey, love languages have to be realigned. Let me learn my person on a deeper level, and now your relationship is back flourishing. Your marriage is now thriving. Your love life is now thriving because now you're able to go deeper than surface level. So now you know how to comfort your person. And maybe that time it needed a hug, but now this time it need a hug and a forehead kiss. Or, you start to learn your person as, deeper as you guys go. Sometimes it's very simple, and sometimes it could be a little complex, but if it's worth putting in the effort, you'll put in that work. Let me see what the overall energy. I am so proud of you. This person, I don't know, this person could be your biggest fan, always cheering you on. This person could always be proud of your successes, or this person could be proud of you of where you were and where you are going. So if this person is giving you encouragement and they're telling you, I am proud of you, I'm so proud of you, regardless if you guys are in a relationship or not, or this could be family, this could be friends, maybe you guys have those conversations and they finally tell you, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm really proud of every challenge that you faced, you overcame. So close your message, wrapping it up. Like, this person is proud of you. Maybe you need to be proud of yourself as well. Sometimes the world, co-workers, life is not going to celebrate you. You got to celebrate yourself, especially if you are accomplish things silently. Be proud of yourself. I feel like somebody is definitely proud of you. I moved this card and this says here, I was uncomfortable showing emotion, and I wish you love and happiness. I see things differently now. That came out last night, and I regret the time we lost. That came out last night too. So this person could be having a change of perspective. So if somebody comes back from your past, it's your choice to deal with that or not. If you are fully capable of moving past the past and move forward with them or without them, that's up to you and y'all, because hopefully it's a mutual thing. If not, somebody is gonna still be there. You're gonna have to cut them off. Okay. Yeah, so I'll leave that at that. I'm going to post this on YouTube, so it'll probably be on, if not tonight, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when the other videos upload. If you just came in, missed everything, I went into general messages, and then I went into love and relationships, what you need to know. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I'm gonna take a break, focus on me and my children, run some errands, and if you guys want a personal reading, you guys can book me. That is a service that I do provide. All of that information will be on my post. I just posted something today with the link to my website where you can book me. Those are my current prices. Now I do have special prices when I do Cash App specials, but those are when I post that. So today is just my regular prices. Promo code thank you, all caps, for a discount, and you can book me there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next collective reading. Have a great day, have a great Monday tomorrow, great week, and bye.